Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to today's Words of Wisdom. Today's was sent out on May 13th. It's a fairly long quote, but I would like to read all of them. And here I go. If seen from spiritual eyes from far above, the people whose vision has become clarified through the practice of the True Eightfold Path and who are receiving the light of God or Buddha seem to beam with light, as if they are bright candles or lighthouses. They can appear as if divine fire has set down in the many places where they are present. The entire landscape would be like an urban night view seen from above, as if a city set in complete darkness were to light up, with small lights randomly being turned on one by one. I would like you to know that this is how everything begins. From the Eightfold Path by Master Ryuho. Thank you, Lord Alcantara. So, it is a long quote, but in a nutshell, very simply put, Master has taught us the importance of practicing self-reflection. And by practicing self-reflection and cleansing our minds, cleansing our souls, and purifying our spirits, what happens is we are able to draw down and bring in God's light. And with God's light, miracles will occur, and extreme sublime happiness begins, and an outstanding long-lasting success begins, and then a wonderful health is also restored to your physical bodies. Just bringing in God's light is everything, and to be able to do so, it's important to purify our minds. So how do you practice self-reflection? Here in today's Words of Wisdom, Master talks about practicing the Eightfold Path, the True Eightfold Path. By practicing it in 8 different steps, you can purify your mind. If that's too hard, or actually to be able to get to that state, one important or simple step that Master has taught us, which is really easy to apply, I'd like to share that teaching with you today, which is, if you'd like to practice self-reflection, Master has taught us that imagine that there is a clear box, a transparent clear box in front of you. And inside that clear box, put your mind in there. And look at your mind as if it's in that transparent clear box. That is how you practice self-reflection. I hope it's not too abstract. So when you do this, what occurs is you start seeing your mind with separate eyes. Speaking in different terms, you will start being able to see your own thoughts from an objective viewpoint. Not from a subjective viewpoint where your emotions are stuck to your thoughts, but you can put your emotions aside and start being able to look at yourself more logically and reasonably and rationally of your thoughts. Or if you're the type of who's a little more like AI-ish, who's too kind of like more inclined towards math and science and too reasonable, too logical, for those people, by doing this, you can look at your own thoughts from compassion or from the heart of love. So depending on what type of person you are, you use like a different perspective to check yourself. But the point is this. The most fundamental important point in order to be able to practice self-reflection is to be able to see your thoughts from a detached viewpoint. You have to detach yourself from yourself to be able to practice self-reflection. And by observing your thoughts like this, that is when, for the first time, we understand who we are. A lot of the times, most of the times, greedy people don't know that they're greedy. A lot of the times, and most of the times, people who are proud, haughty, and arrogant don't know that themselves. It's very important for us to be able to set aside a calm time, like meditation, quiet time, and to be able to kind of like, get in a meditational posture and check and see, put your mind in a clear box and observe it. By doing so, Master has taught us that God and Buddha's light will start streaming into us. So it's so darn important For each and every one of us, especially Happy Science members, in these times of crises, we need to be the torches of light. To be able to do so, self-reflection is the first step. That will be end for today. Thank you for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.